Mm-mm. Yeah, I can hear you. It's a girl. I'm on clock. I'm on that. I'll show you how you can do it. Oh, fuck. Let's see, scroll with the front. See them as well. At the fucking party because niggas was holding about frequently. Justin ass scared.
Ready.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Using his legs, it's Williamson. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Oh, the pirouette, he's got room. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
And What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Comes out throwing on first down. Still looking on the move. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Pulls it in. It's Hart. Push down for the tackle.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Finds his man. It's Hart. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The AT unit on the field. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, right. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And that's a live ball. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
A run for the quarterback. He's
Fuck wrong with you, Kinfo?
and goal right at the line of scrimmage, and they'll take over at the 4.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And the ball's free in the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on him, and they'll give up the deuce. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, going up top. And the pass is intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Working that left side now. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Bush. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Takes the easy completion. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Using his feet. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. On the move. And it's slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense. Chance, defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Fast motion from the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He'll pull it down. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. To the air on first down. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance.
He's loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They'll go to the air. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. And off from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget threes. We need sixes.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Alabama! A quick strike just as we...
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup.
Are you up or not?
Cincinnati
Can't join us.
a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Bearcats tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
You do got money. Oh, fuck. Actually, you know what?
Like that, you might as
Just jump back to Discord.
Big tight end tries to make a
Yeah.
blitz, and you can see him extending
Yeah.
the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the
Nah.
hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Bush. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Finds his big tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and going, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And here's the third interception of the night.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
On the move at the 30. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield.
Oh, picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move move on, play the next play.
Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made after the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
Second down coming up. Motion from the offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Hart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Feeling some fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Arnold. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The give out of the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good spot after after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keeps it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Alabama pushing the tempo. Now on the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll take it himself. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 2 over BYU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on 1st down. 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the DT. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got some room, entered to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm, maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The run from the shotgun. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down run.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's decide to run it.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.